Yeah, hi. Welcome, friend. Today we would be looking into AWS products, and the very first place, like an user who is new to the AWS has to go to https aws.amazon.com, and that is like your gateway to the AWS. So, okay, let's move to the next one. The first thing is so AWS has a different products under different domain like analytics, application integration, AWS cost management and services, AWS compute services, AWS Compute Service Compute Containers, AWS Customer Engagement Services, Database Services, AWS Developer Tool Services, End User Computing, Machine Learning, and Machine Learning Framework, AWS Management and Governance Series, AWS Management Media Services, Migration and Transfers, Network and Content Delivery, Security, Identity and Compliance, Storage, and yeah. So now we have seen so AWS provides primarily in these areas different software or services, you can say. Okay, so in analytics you have Amazon Athena, Amazon EMR, Amazon Redshift, Amazon Kansas, Amazon Elasticsearch, Amazon QuickSight. So okay, so what these are used for? So first let's see what can be done using this. So if I have to query data in S3 using SQL, so S3 is your storage, I have to use Amazon Athena. If I need Hadoop framework, I will use Amazon EMR. If I need cost-effective data warehouse, I need to use Redshift. Amazon Redshift. If I need to analyze real-time video and data stream, I use Amazon Kansas. If I run and scale Elasticsearch cluster, or basically like operational analytics, I used Amazon Elasticsearch services. If I have to get into fast business analytics service, I use QuickSight for dashboard and visualization. So Amazon Athena give interactive analytics. Amazon EMR helps in big data processing. Amazon Redshift is for data warehouse. Amazon Kinesis is real-time analytics. Amazon Elasticsearch Service operational analytics. Amazon QuickSight is database and visualization. If I have to get into data movement, which is like a real-time data movement, I can use Amazon Kansas data analytics, Amazon Kansas data firehouse, Amazon Kansas data streams, and Amazon Kansas video streams. If you see the symbols here, so this is the subproduct for this, and there is then icon. See analytics icon, firehouse, and then data stream, and this is a video. So what it says, it gets an actionable insight from streaming data in real time. It prepare and load real-time data stream into data stores analytical tool, which is data firehouse. Data stream massively scalable and durable real-time data streaming service. Video stream capture, process and store video streams for analytics and machine learning. Now if I fall into data lake, which is like object storage, backup and archive data, catalog and third-party data, I can use for object storage Amazon S3, AWS lake information. So what lake information, what it does, it's so Amazon S3 is the object storage built to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere. Amazon lake from build a secure data lakes in a day. Backup and archive, it goes to Amazon S3 Glacier, Amazon AWS backup. So Amazon S3 Glacier is a low-cost archive storage in the cloud. AWS backup is a centralized backup across AWS service. So with this AWS functionality of services, you can back up all the services, data catalog. So AWS Glue is like prepare and load your data. AWS Lake Promotion is build a secure data lake in a day. So basically these are same. And then you have a third-party data, which is like AWS Data Exchange. Find and subscribe to third-party data in the cloud. Predictive analytics and machine learning. So you have a frameworks and interface and platform service. So you have a AWS deep learning AMI, so which is Amazon machine instances, deep learning on Amazon EC2. Amazon SageMaker is build, train and employ machine learning models at scale. So if you have to go for analytics service, you have to look for ease of this service based on the right hand side, what these are used for and what are the test cases. Now let's move to application integration. So what are these? Okay. So when you design an application, full tier, front end, middleware, and a back end, so there are components which place certain functionalities to be delivered in the front end, and these are not actually visible to the end user. So they can see in the front end a button or user functionalities, but in order to achieve those functionalities, there is Amazon services, which is called AWS services, and preferably what else, if you want to go for a messaging, you have to use Amazon SNS, which stands for Amazon Simple Notification Service. Amazon Simple Queue Service is for SQS, and then Amazon MQ. So what is Amazon SNN? Amazon Simple Notification Service. It is a reliable, high throughput, published and subscribed SMS, email, and mobile push notification. So you have to, if you have to send an SMS, email, and mobile push notification, you have to use SNS. What is this SQS, which is Amazon Simple Queue Service? It is for message queue that send, stores, and receive messages between application component at any volume. So it works as a like middle bridge between the two components where request and response could be sent. Okay, Amazon MQ, so which is a message broker for Apache ActiveMQ that makes migration easy and enable hybrid architecture. Okay, what is the then in the application integration, the second category is workflow, which is like AWS step function, which what it does, it coordinates multiple AWS services into serverless workflows, so you can build and update apps quickly. Then you have an API management, which comes from Amazon API Gateway and AWS App Sync. What it does, Amazon API Gateway, it create, publish, maintain, monitor, and secure APIs at any scale for serverless workloads and web application. AWS App Sync, it create a flexible API to securely access, manipulate, and combine data from one or more data sources. Event was, if falls under application integration, which is Amazon Event Bridge. What it do, it build an event-driven architecture that connects application data from your own apps, SaaS, and AWS service. Then no code API integration. If I need to go to Amazon AppFlow. What is it? I automate the flow of data between SaaS application and AWS services at nearly any scale without code. So if I have to develop, flow of data between SaaS application, software as a service, and AWS services at nearly any scale without any code, I can use Amazon AppFlow. No code app integration. So you do not need to do any coding, just you need to use Amazon AppFlow, and then you can give your entry and exit point and vice versa. It will help you up in there. Now we go to the AWS Cost Management Service. So what it is this? So you have use cases like you need to organize, report, access, control, forecast, budget, purchase, elasticity, right size, inspect. What are the sources you can use for organizing? You can use AWS cost allocation tag, or basically or AWS cost category. This helps in you construct your cost allocation and governance foundation with your own tagging strategies. Report, you can use AWS Cost Explorer, AWS Cost and Users Report. Raise awareness and accountability of your cloud spend with the detailed allocable cost data. If you have to go for access, you can go to AWS Consolidated Billing or AWS Credits. Track billing information across the organization in consolidated view. If you have to go for control, you can use the AWS Identity Access Management, AWS Organization, AWS Control Tower, AWS Service Catalog. And then what it does, it establishes the effective governance mechanism with the right guidance in place. If you have to do the forecasting, you go to the AWS Cost Explorer, Self-Service, or AWS Budget Event Driven. It can help you in estimating your resource utilization and spend with the forecast dashboard that you create. Now you have to do the budgeting. You can go to the AWS budget alert via Chime and Slack, and AWS service catalog. Keep your spend in check with the custom budget threshold and auto alert notification. If you have to do the purchase, you can go to the AWS free tier, AWS reserve instances, AWS saving plans, AWS spot instance, AWS DynamoDB on demand. Leverage free trial and programmatically documents discount based on your workload patterns and need. If you go for elasticity, you can use AWS Instance Scheduler, AWS Redshift Pause and Resume, EC2 Auto Scaling, AWS Trusted Advisor. You can scale and schedule your service based on your expected utilization pattern and needs. If you go for right size, you can use AWS Cost Explorer right sizing recommendation, AWS Compute Optimizer, Amazon Redshift Resize, Amazon S3 Intelligent Tiering. Align your service allocation size to your actual workload. Run inspect, you can use AWS Cost Explorer. So basically related with the cost, you can go to the AWS Cost Allocation tag, Cost Explorer, bill, consolidated billing, identity and access management, budget, free tier, paid tier. Okay. Now you comes to the AWS compute service. So you have a category like virtual machines, container, servers, edge and hybrid. So these things helps you, to so this thing helps you to compute, right? So if you want a virtual machine, you go for EC2 or Amazon Lightsail. If you want container, you go to the Amazon Elastic Container Service, ECS, Amazon Elastic Container Registry, which is ECR, and then you need Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service, which is EKS. If you need serverless, you go to AWS Lambda, AWS Fragate. Edge and hybrid, you can go to AWS Hotspot, AWS Snow Family, AWS Wavelength, VMware on Cloud, AWS Local Zones. So let's see, what is EC2? It is a secure and resizable compute capacity virtual servers in the cloud. Amazon Lightsail, easy to use cloud platform that offers you everything you need to build an application or a website. Okay, so if you choose ECS, which falls under the container category, which falls for a highly secure, reliable, and scalable way to run container. ECR is easily store, manage, and deploy container image. EK is fully managed Kubernetes service. Serverless, which is AWS Lambda. You run your code without thinking about servers, pay only for the compute that time you consume. AWS Fragate is like serverless compute for containers. Edge and hybrid, AWS Hotspot, run AWS infrastructure and services on premise for a truly consistent hybrid experience. So basically, what if you choose this service Hotspot, it helps you to run AWS infrastructure and service on premise for a truly consistent hybrid experience. If you use AWS Snow Family, you can collect and process data in rugged or disconnected edge environment. If you go for AWS Wavelength, it is for 5G devices, which is deliver ultra high low latency application for 5G. It's mainly for AWS Wavelength is mainly for telecommunication industry. If you go for VMware Cloud on AWS, rapidly extend, migrate, and protect your VMware environment to the AWS Cloud. AWS Local Zone, run latency sensitive application closer to end user. Okay, how do you manage the cost and capacity management? You can go use Amazon EC2 Spot. You can use Amazon EC2 Auto Scaling. You can use AWS Batch, AWS Compute Optimizer. Then you can use AWS Elastic Beanstalk, EC2 Image Builder, and then you go to Elastic Load Balancing. So what does Amazon EC2 Spot stands for? It is a run fault tolerant workload for up to 90% off. So basically, if you choose Amazon EC2 Spot, this is like EC2 computing, falls under EC2 computing virtual servers. You can run your workload for 90% of the cost. Then if you choose Amazon EC2 auto scaling, you can automatically add or remove compute capacity to meet changes in demand. If you use AWS Batch, it is a fully managed batch processing at any scale. If you use AWS Compute Optimizer, it recommends optimal AWS compute resources for your workloads to reduce cost and improve performance. AWS Elastic Beanstalk, easy to use service for deploying and scaling web application and services. EC2 Image Builder, build and maintain secure Linux or Windows Server images. Elastic Load Balancing, automatically distribute incoming application traffic across multiple targets. Now, what is the container? So in the container, you have four things. Okay, which is Amazon Elastic Container Registry, Amazon Elastic Container Service, Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service, and AWS App to Container, AWS Fragate. So Amazon Elastic Container Registry is easily store, manage, and deploy container images. Amazon Elastic Container Services, ECS, highly secure, reliable, and scalable way to run your containers. Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service, the most trusted way to run containers. Kubernetes. AWS App to Container, containerize and migrate existing application. AWS Fragate, serverless compute for containers. Now, AWS Customer Engagement Service. So if you want to use some services which can be used for customer engagement, you can use Amazon Connect, Amazon Simple Mail Service, Amazon Pinpoint. Amazon Connect is a cloud-based contact center. Amazon Simple Email Service is a cloud-based email sending and receiving service. Amazon Pinpoint is multi-channel marketing communication analytics. In the database services, you can based on your application requirement, you would be required either a relational database, key value, in memory, document, white column, graph, time series, and ledger. And if you want like a relational, you can use Amazon Aura, Amazon RDS, Amazon Redshift. If you want a key value, you can use Amazon DynamoDB. In memory, if you can use Amazon Elastic Cache for Memcached or Amazon Elastic Cache for Redis. If you want to go for a document, you can use Amazon Document DB, which is compatible with MongoDB. If you want to use white column, you can use Amazon Key Spaces for Apache Cassandra. If you want to use graph, you can use Amazon Neptune. You want to use time series, you can use Amazon time stream. Ledger is for Amazon QLDB. So let's see use cases for relational traditional application, ERP, CRM, e-commerce, Amazon Dynby, high traffic web apps, e-commerce system, gaming application, in memories, caching, season management, gaming leaderboards, geospatial applications. Document is like content management, catalog, user profiles. White column is where Amazon key space with high scale industrial apps for equipment maintenance, fleet management, and route optimization. Graph is fraud detection, social networking, recommendation engines. Time series is IoT application, DevOps, industrial telemetry. And QLDB is system of records, supply chain, registration, and banking transactions. What are the developer tools which is available? Which is you have Amazon Corretto, Amazon Code Guru, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS Cloud 9, AWS Code Artifact, AWS Code Build, AWS Code Commit, AWS Code Deploy, AWS Device Farm, AWS Command Line, AWS Code Star, AWS Code Pipeline, AWS X-Ray, Tools and SDK. So what is Amazon Corretto? It is a no-cost multi-platform production-ready distribution of OpenJDK. Amazon Code Guru, find your most expensive live code and improve code quality. AWS Cloud Development can define cloud infrastructure using familiar programming languages. AWS Cloud 9, a cloud IDE for writing, running, and debugging code. Code Artifact, secure, scalable, and cost-effective artifacts management for software development. Code build and test code with continuous scaling, pay only for the build you use. AWS Code Commit, securely host highly scalable private Git repository, collaborate and code. AWS Code Deploy, automate code deployments to maintain application uptime. Tools and SDK, remove coding complexity through the use of language specific API for AWS Services. AWS X-Ray, analyze and debug production distributed application. AWS Code Pipeline, automate continuous delivery pipelines for fast and reliable updates. AWS Code Star, develop, build, and deploy application on AWS. AWS Command Line, a unified tool to manage, control, and automate scripts for AWS from the command line. Device Farm, test Android, iOS, and web apps on real devices on the AWS clouds. Okay, now AWS end user computing service. If you want, you can use desktop as a service. For the service in Amazon Workspaces, application streaming, Amazon App Stream 2.0, secure mobile access, Amazon World Lake, file storage and collaboration, Amazon Word Docs. For Amazon machine learning services, okay, you have Amazon SageMaker Studio, Amazon SageMaker Autopilot, Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth, Amazon SageMaker Neo. So SageMaker Studio is the first fully integrated development environment for machine learning to build, train, and deploy ML model at scale. Autopilot is the industry first automated machine learning capability that gives you complete visibility into your ML model. Ground Truth provides pre-built workflow interfaces to build and manage highly accurate training datasets quickly, enables developers to train machine learning model once and run them anywhere in the cloud at any stage. So these are the different things, for machine learning. So if you use the Studio, basically you do not need to look for anything. It captures anything. If you use Autopilot, it helps you to give visibility in your ML models. If you use Ground Truth, the service inside Amazon SageMaker Ground, it will help you to provide pre-built workflow interfaces to build and manage highly accurate training datasets quickly. If you go to Amazon SageMaker Neo, it enables to developers to train machine learning model once and run them anywhere in the cloud at any stage. So what are the different AWS machine learning services available, which is these are advanced text analytics, automated code reviews, chatbots, demand forecasting, demand analysis, document analysis, enterprise search, personalized recommendation, image and video analysis, fraud detections, transcription, text to speech, real-time translations. So these are the machine learning services. You can use either of this for so you can build advanced text analytics using a natural language. You can use automated code review. You can use chatbot. You can build actually, which is Amazon Comprehend, Amazon Code Guru, Amazon Lex, which is like a chatbot, Amazon Candra, add natural language search capability to your app so that you can find that more. Okay, document, you can use Amazon Textract. If you want Amazon Forecast, personalized recommend, Amazon Personalized, image and video, Amazon Recognition, add an image video to your application and automate media workflow, extract meaning. You want to do the fraud detection, you can add fraud, Amazon Fraud Detector transcription. You can easily add high quality speech to text capabilities, text to speech. And so basically what it means to say, like, these are the machine learning services. Okay, if you use in your applications, you're still able to get the values, the result from your data. Okay, so you do not have to build it, and these falls under the machine learning capabilities behind the scene. They would be using these four of these. They have been using the four of these build service at any point in time to provide you the analysis. Okay, so these are the machine learning frameworks which are currently supported is a TensorFlow, PyTorch, and MaxNet. Okay, so yeah, this TensorFlow is from the Google, PyTorch I think is from Python, and MaxNet is from the Apache. Yeah. So under AWS Management and Governance Services, you have a AWS Control Tower, AWS Organization, AWS Well Architecture Tool, AWS Budgets, AWS License Manager, AWS Cloud Formation, AWS Service Catalog, AWS OpsWorks, AWS Marketplace. So what does AWS Control Tower does? The easiest way to set up and govern a new secure multi-account AWS environment. So if you have a multi-account AWS environment, you can use AWS Control Tower to manage it. AWS organizes central governance and management across AWS account. AWS well-architected tool, review architecture and adopt best practices. AWS budgets, set custom budgets that alert you when you exceed your budgeted threshold. AWS license manager, set rules to manage, discover, and report software license uses. AWS cloud formation, model and provision all your cloud infrastructure resources. AWS service catalog, create, organize, and govern. AWS OpsWorks, automate operation with Chef and Puppet. These are the DevOps tools. AWS Marketplace, find, test, buy, and deploy software that runs on AWS. Okay, now you have AWS Management and Governance Services. Operate your environment with speed and governance. Is Amazon CloudWatch, AWS CloudTrail, AWS Config, AWS Systems Manager, AWS X-Ray, AWS Managed Services, AWS Cost Explorer, AWS Cost and Users Report. So what is this Amazon CloudWatch? It observes your AWS resource and application on AWS and on-premise. CloudTrail is track user activity and API uses. Config is record and evaluate configuration for your AWS resources. AWS System Manager is optimize performance and security. AWS X-Ray analyze and debug productions. Distributed application. Managed services operate AWS infrastructure on behalf of enterprise. Cost Explorer for the cost. And cost and user report is to find how you are basically deep dive into your AWS cost users. So if you want to go for the AWS Media Service, you have AWS Elemental Media Connect, which is the reliable, secure, and flexible transport for live video. AWS Elemental Media Convert, which prepare file-based video asset for on-demand broadcast and multi-screen delivery. AWS Elemental Media Live, it converts inputs into live outputs for broad and multi-screen video delivery. AWS Elemental Media Package is originate and package live and on-demand video content. AWS Element Media Store, originate and store video assets for live and on-demand. AWS Elemental Media Tailor, personalize and monetize multi-screen video content. Amazon Interactive Video Service, build engaging live stream experience. And Amazon Kansas Video Stream, capture, process, and store video stream for analytics and machine learning. So if you want to use AWS for media service, you have the 8 options which you can use, and based on the different conditions how you want to use it, you can use either of these 8 services. Now you come to the AWS Migration and Transfer Service. So you have AWS Migration Hub, you have AWS Application Discovery Service. So AWS Migration Hub is a single location to track the progress of application migration across multiple AWS partner solutions. Application Discovery Service is a discover on-premise application to streamline migration. AWS Database Migration Service is to migrate your database to AWS with a minimum downtime. AWS Data Sync is easily transfer data to and from AWS up to 10x faster. AWS Service Migration Service automates, schedule, and track incremental replication of live server volumes. AWS Transfer SFTP, fully managed service that enables the transfer of files directly into and out of Amazon S3 using SFTP. Cloud Endure Migration, which is to automate your mass migration to the AWS cloud, and AWS Snowflake, physical device to migrate data into and out of AWS. So if you want to go for AWS Migration and Transfer Service, you can use 8 of these services, which fall from AWS Migration Hub, AWS Migration Discovery, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS Data Sync, AWS Server Migration Service, AWS Transfer SFTP, Cloud Endure Migration, and AWS Snowfall. Out of these 8 services, if you use, you can definitely go and do your migration. So for networking and the content delivery service, if you fall into network architecture, you can use Amazon VPC, Elastic Load Balancing, Amazon AWS Global Escalator, AWS Transit Gateway. So what Amazon VPC is the resource isolation. Use cases, load balancing for the load balancing. Global Escalator is the global performance and delivery. AWS Transit Gateway is for the scale network design. If you falls under the network connectivity category, you can use Amazon Route S3, AWS Private Link, AWS Direct Connect, AWS Virtual Private Network, which is called VPN. So AWS Route 53 does domain name system. AWS Private Link is private connectivity. AWS Direct Connect is direct connections to AWS, and AWS Virtual Private Network is encryption. If you go for application delivery, which is you can use Amazon CloudFront, AWS App Mesh, AWS Cloud Map, Amazon API Gateway. So Amazon CloudFront is for the content delivery, AWS App Mesh is the monitor microservices, AWS Cloud Map is the service discovery, Amazon API Gateway is for build, deploy, and manage API. So under network and content delivery, these are combined. You can use these services, to based on these use cases. Okay. For security, identity, and compliance services, you can have IAM, AWS Single Sign-On, Amazon Cognito, AWS Directory Service, AWS Resource Access Manager. So IAM stands for Securely Managed Services and Resources. Single Sign-On is Client Single Sign-On SSO Service. Amazon Cognito is identity management for your apps. AWS Directory Services manage Microsoft Active Directory. Resource Access Manager, simple secure service to share AWS resource. AWS organization is central governance and managed across AWS accounts. If you're going into some deduction, for there you have AWS Security Hub, which is for unified security and compliance center. Amazon Guard Duty, manage threat detection service. Amazon Inspector, which is analyze application security. AWS Config, record and evaluate configuration of your AWS resources. AWS CloudTrail, track your user activity and API uses. AWS IoT Device Defender, security management for IoT device. If you go for infrastructure protection, you can use AWS Shield, which is DDoS protection. AWS Web Application Firewall, filter malicious web traffic. AWS Firewall Manager, central management of firewall rules. So yeah. Now, if you want to go for data protection, incident response, compliance, if you want to go for data protection, you can use Amazon MyC, AWS Key Management Services, KMS, AWS Cloud HSM, AWS Certificate Manager, AWS Secret Manager. So what Amazon MyC does, it discover and protect your sensitive data at a scale. Amazon Key Management Service, key storage and management. AWS Cloud HSM, hardware-based key storage for regulatory compliance. AWS Certificate Manager, provision, manage, and deploy public and private SSL and TLS certificates. AWS Secret Manager, rotate, manage, and retrieve secrets. Incident response, which is Amazon Detective. Cloud Endure, disaster recovery. And the use cases, investigate potential security issues, fast, automated, cost-effective disaster recovery. AWS Artifacts, and falls under compliance. It is no-cost self-service portal for on-demand access to AWS compliance reports. AWS Storage Services. So you have actually like 4 storage, 6 storage. So you have to store an object, which could be like file, video, and all. You can use Amazon S3, which is Amazon Simple Storage Service. If you want to block storage, Amazon Elastic Block Storage, you need to use high performance block storage at any scale. AWS Backup, centrally manage and automate backup across AWS services. File storage is Amazon Elastic File System, scalable Elastic Cloud Native NFS file system. Amazon FX for Windows File Server, fully managed file storage built on Windows Server. Amazon FX for Lustre, fully managed high performance file system integrated with Amazon S3 and Amazon. Okay, yes. So So these are the different 6 components if you want to use AWS storage service. Okay. It's continue. Okay, so there is the Amazon Storage Gateway, AWS Data Sync, and AWS one second. AWS transfer family, AWS Snowfall, and AWS Snow family. So what is the AWS Storage Gateway? It is a hybrid cloud storage that provides on-premise access to virtually unlimited cloud storage. Okay, so what it means, like, hybrid means what? You're on-premise and AWS. In that, if you in your own premise, if you put AWS Storage Gateway API, you get access to the AWS unlimited cloud storage. AWS data sync easily transfer data to and from up to 10K faster. AWS transfer family, simple and streamlined file transfer to Amazon S3 using SFTP, FTFS, and FTP. Snow family, physical device to migrate data in and out of AWS. Physical edge computing and storage device for rugged or disconnected environment. Okay, so I think, so we have covered like a bunch of AWS services, and these are like the main service right now available as of today. And okay, so look back to you in the next video with more updates on the Amazon and AWS. So till then, take care. Goodbye.